this is Jamie Valencia. I want everybody to say good morning, Jamie.
Good morning, Jamie.
I love it. And Jamie is here to talk a little bit about a career direction if you'd like to make a change in your career. And Jamie, I'm so glad you're here with us this morning. Good to meet you.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, so let's get right into this. There are a lot of women who, because of the economy, because of the recession, are looking to make that career change. And sometimes that means going maybe in a completely different direction. What are some industries right now that are really exciting, really rewarding?
Well, right now, I mean, let's talk about the health, wellness, and beauty industries. You know, I think nowadays with the advancements that are being made in the medical field, people are finding more innovative ways of being able to manage stress on a day-to-day basis. And even with the beauty industries, I mean, you know, people are taking more awareness of their overall appearance, visiting places, spas, taking care of their skin. Not only that, but there's things like yoga, Pilates, Zumba classes that people can be more active in just their day-to-day lives. So I think that's where it's at.
Okay, so talk to me about some specific jobs that are available in these industries. And I think that everybody out there wants to know, how much do they pay?
Isn't that the million-dollar question? Well, honestly, I mean, there's fields such as therapeutic massage, there's personal fitness training, as well as aesthetics, which is skincare. With all of these types of opportunities, you know, they have the benefit to be able to have that flexible schedule, which I think for working women, moms, is something that's important, you know, the ability to work as little or as much as they want. You know, and with these types of career opportunities, you know, it gives them the flexibility to have that work-life balance on top of all of that. And as far as salary goes, I mean, you know, that's going to vary, you know, location to location, city to city, state to state. So what I always try to do is encourage everybody to, you know, before, you know, hop on the Bureau of Labor Statistics website, check it out, see what kind of opportunities and salaries that are available out there in those types of industries. And it's always going to factor in, you know, how well they interview and also negotiation skills when it comes to that salary. So I always, you know, say, check it out first.
Yeah, you know, I think that when you do make a career switch like this, of course there's some training involved. So let's talk a little bit about that, because how can she fit school into her already jam-packed schedule?
You know, and I think that's one of the first things we have to recognize is when you say jam-packed schedule, I think a lot of women, or just in general, they go, how am I going to make this work?
That's right.
How is this going to happen? So I think overcoming that initial fear and nervousness of trying to think, okay, well, how am I going to work school and going back and getting into a new career around my life? Well, once you overcome that general or you know, that initial nervousness, I think getting into it and making school that priority, it actually is a lot more easier than you think. Once school becomes that priority and getting that education and you focus on a career, you know, that whole work-life-school balance becomes something that's very, very attainable. You know, and looking into schools that have flexible scheduling as well, too, is a big thing. You want to make sure you get out there and you look and investigate all your options before just, you know, making the decision that you can't do it.
Absolutely.
You know?
I think that's great advice. All right, just to make sure I get your title right, Jamie is the Regional Director of Admissions for Heritage Education. Tell us about the school. Tell us how it benefits working women, working mothers who are on these new career paths.
Yep. Heritage Education, we offer career-focused training. So the great thing is that we can offer those types of flexible schedules because we know how important it is for working women or moms to be able to attain that new career or get that education in a reasonable amount of time. And with those types of schedules, you know, they have the opportunity to be able to, you know, accomplish those goals without having to commit the next 4 to 6 years, you know, which can sometimes be a little daunting when you think and you go, oh my gosh, how am I going to make this work? You know, it's a huge, huge benefit. One of the great things that Heritage does have to offer is that we've got campuses nationwide.
That's nice.
So we're throughout the U.S. You know, the great thing is we have a very dedicated career services department as well, too, that helps not only, you know, with the education part, but also the back end. You know, what am I going to do after I get my education? And you know, an important thing to remember too is that when you're doing your research, check out accreditations. You know, we are institutionally accredited by ABHES, which is the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools. So when researching and getting into going back to school and finding those new careers, just make sure you research all of that. It's good information to know.
I tell you what, good information to know from Jamie here this morning, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, let's say thank you to Jamie.
Thank you.
And for more information on health, wellness, and perhaps a career change that you might be interested in, we want you to visit the folks at heritage-education.com.